It's really simple stuff. So without further ado, at everyone, I am live doing deals. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. Can we do a deal live in front of everybody, guys? That's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to try to pull a deal off of Zillow and do a deal today. If you need help from the transaction coordinator, please go to #support. #support. Yeah, I'll pull one start to finish, guys. Of course, it would be easier to just follow up with somebody who we've already had a conversation with, but maybe we can also do one start to finish. It should be fairly easy. Okay, so we talked to, we had a property walked in Cleveland, and we actually are going to do 2 calls. We're going to do 2 calls and see if we can pull something live. The first one is going to be for a property that we had walked in Cleveland. I'm at 50,000. My buyer is at 53,000. The realtor has not indicated whether or not we can get it at that price. I'm going to give him a call. Yeah.
Your call has been forwarded.
Maybe I can double dial the agent. I mean, I have an offer right next to list price for him. I just need him to pick up the phone. We already walked the property too, so I don't really need an inspection period. All right, we'll do our creative finance call. I can't get a hold of the realtor. We'll do our creative finance call. Maybe Andrew can help us. Let's call Andrew. Hey, do we have a seller who needs a call?
Yes, you do. You on stream right now?
Yeah, I'm ready right now.
Cool.
Yeah, come show me what they have. So, guys, I have sellers reach out to me in real time, and usually they want me to take over their mortgage, and I have a conversation with them. And the thing is, they don't know that I might have to take over their mortgage for $0 down. So we might be pitching a $0 down deal. And then I also might have another one. This guy's got a 4% rate in Austin, Texas. Meadows Drive, Austin, Texas. Golden Sands Drive? Golden Sands? Oh, yeah, we do have that follow-up too. I'll do a couple calls in front of us. Is this a condo, Andrew, or is this a house?
Let me check.
Because honestly, if it's a condo and it's not Miami, there's very little to do.
I remember you telling me that, actually. Let me check.
Sand Torch Circle. Townhome. Yeah.
Damn. Okay. I didn't check for that.
You can make the offer on that. I just don't think we're going to be able to go anywhere with it.
Yeah, no, it's not going to sell. That's no problem. That's not bad. I barely checked the Zillow listing.
So I had a guy reach out to me. He says, I have an assumable mortgage at 2.6% interest. His address on the property is sitting at 16182 Golden Sands Drive. Let's go ahead and look at the house. This thing's in Houston, Texas. It's $231,000 on Zillow. Let's see what he owes on his mortgage. I want to understand what he owes on his mortgage. What does he owe? He has a mortgage balance of 155,000. We could give him a fee to take over his mortgage. In fact, I think the house would cash flow too. He has a monthly payment on the property of 762. It's worth 242. Huh. Yeah, he owes 155. I just don't think we could give him enough money for him to be okay with this offer. It says it's worth about 230. He owes 155. He has about $80,000 in equity in this thing. I could probably give him $20,000 to take over his debt. So, I mean, maybe we'll call that guy at some point. I guess we'll call him. Who knows? Maybe he's behind on his payments. Let's give him a call.
Sorry, the mailbox is full and there.
No response there. I've got another guy. This guy sent me this. He says, trying to sell my house fast in Bartlett, Tennessee. If you're interested in buying, I need it gone by March 1st. Listed at 255, bought it a year ago for 255. Okay, so this guy is probably willing to give me his house. I just don't know if it's something that we can sell because what is Bartlett, Tennessee? 5656 Blackwell Street, Bartlett, TN. Okay. Looks like he did a price drop. Wow, he really needs this thing gone. It looks like a nice house. Looks like a really nice house. He does have a realtor though, and his rate is going to be high, but maybe we could get this thing for like next to nothing down. Bartlett is outside Memphis. So he bought it a year ago. I don't really need to know about the interest rate. I know it's not going to cash flow. But yeah, let's call this guy. His name's Jacob. So high interest rate, no equity, listed on market.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
All right, we'll text him. We'll be like, oh, let me give you a call back. His name's Jacob. Hey, Jacob. You submitted your house on Blackwell to my DMs. I was following up on it. I was following up on it. Okay. And then this guy says, still looking for homes with a 4% rate. I have one in Texas, but I'm pretty sure that's a townhouse. 1106 South Meadows Drive, Austin, Texas. Huh. Okay. It's 1,000 square feet. It's 400,000. He has a 4% interest rate on it. Oh, and look, it's the guy from Memphis. He's calling me back. I told you he'd call me back. Hello?
Hey, sorry I missed your call. This is Jacob Allen.
No worries. Hey, Jacob, how you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing well. I was just following up about the DM I got from you. I think we probably got it a couple weeks ago and it slipped through the cracks. So I was giving you a call on this. I saw that you had needed it gone by March 1st. I guess that date has passed. You're in a rush to get this thing done?
Yeah, we already moved. So it's just empty now. We're working with a real estate agent and we've had some showings and he's going to do some open houses and stuff like that. But we bought it for $255. It's listed for $245 right now. And we're hoping to get that just so we're not too upside down on it.
Absolutely. I'm so curious what realtors do in this situation because the mortgage balance has to be pretty close to 245. So do they just cut you a deal on the commission?
Probably not. No, we're probably still going to pay whatever the normal commission is. So yeah, I don't know.
Oh
So
man.
I think we owe like 200. So
Okay.
we'll be all right.
Oh,
but,
you'll be
yeah.
fine. Yeah, you'll be fine here. So in this scenario, if you owe 200,000 on this, the only thing that I could do is I could get a retail buyer into it. Like pretty much yourself a year ago when you purchased this property. And we could do that with creative finance, but the only problem is I would imagine you've got a 6.57% interest rate on this, huh?
Yeah, it's about that.
So that's pretty much what these guys are getting if they apply for their own loan. And if they apply for their own loan on this thing, I mean, the down payment's like 5K on an FHA loan. So it's a super, super low down payment. So I'd have to find somebody and say, hey, I know you can go to the bank and get this interest rate yourself and get it for 5K down, but do this deal with Jacob instead. And honestly, the only way I'd be able to do that would be kind of like a break-even scenario for you. So I'm not sure I'd be your best bet here, because if you were to get that 245 that you're asking for, you'd probably make like $40,000 on the sale of this house, or not make it, but I guess you'd receive that money back. Whereas in my scenario, you really wouldn't receive any money back because we'd have to get a retail buyer into it. And they're thinking to themselves, I get a 6.5% interest rate with 3% down on this all day long. And if I want to convince them to do this deal here, they've got to enter into it for even lower than that. So I'm not sure it would be the best fit for you.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I appreciate you calling me about it, man.
Absolutely.
If not, if we don't get any action on it for a while, maybe I'll take you up on that, and we'll just take the hit at some point. But I'll give it some time and see if anybody will take it for what it's on.
Yeah, take your time. That would probably be your best option in this scenario.
Cool. I appreciate you, man.
See ya. Instagram, no way. No way. I just want to take a moment to acknowledge how shit Instagram is. Instagram, every single day I go live, my live stream lags and then mutes. It's absolute dog shit. Absolute shit. God, it's just so bad. Just so garbage. What if you were less garbage, Instagram? Holy. We'll go live again. I named the live stream Instagram's live streams suck. We'll see if it mutes again. Guys, I'm not going to try to convince somebody to do a deal like that if their equity is not where I need it to be. It just doesn't really make sense to me. I just don't understand why somebody would do a deal with me if they owe 200 and they're asking 245 and they've got a 6 or 7% interest rate. I have to get it for $0 down, but I don't understand why in hell anybody would agree to an offer like that unless they owe exactly what their house is listed for. So honestly, it's not worth it for me to stay on the phone too long when somebody's not going to they're not going to be able to rationalize the offer, because there's no there's no good way for us to get them to say yes to that. So I'll pivot briefly here and I'll see if I can dig something up for myself in Detroit, as I have one that I've been looking at, guys. I have one that I've been looking at that I really want, and it's this one right here. Do you think the realtors are responding to my calls? No. I desperately, desperately want to send my contractor into the house, but I just can't get them to respond. So let me see if the guy texted me back at all. I wouldn't imagine that they did. So there's nope. So Monday texted, no response. We have another phone number here. Did you get back to me? Perchance? No response there. did perhaps you get back to me? Because there are 3 phone numbers. There are 3 ways to reach out to them. Wow. No responses. Wow. Terrible. Okay, we'll call them again.
Hello, this is Jacob speaking.
Hey, I'm looking to walk the property you guys have listed on Turner Street in Detroit, Michigan. I'm doing some fix and flips over there. I wanted to see if I could send my contractor to the property with you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, when do you guys think you'd be able to do that? Is there a lockbox on it, or I saw that there were some dogs on the property. I didn't know if it was accessible without the realtor.
Yeah, are you familiar with dog security doors?
Yeah, yeah, I saw that they were on the property. Is there still a way to get in with them?
Yes. I can tell you the code if you'd like.
Would you mind texting it to me just so I don't forget it?
Sure. Is this a good number?
Yeah, this is my cell phone. And do you know if on the seller's disclosure he's informed you about any of the major expenses like windows, roof, siding, furnaces, stuff like that?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll go ahead and I'll have my contractor walk the property today or tomorrow, and then I'll go ahead and shoot you guys over an offer to present to your seller with my proof of funds.
That sounds good. And this was for 15930, Turner?
Yeah. Very interested in the property. I think it looks really nice on the outside, so it should sell pretty well as a fix and flip if I just get the inside done up.
Yes, it would. Sounds good. What was your name?
My name is Richard Taylor.
All right, Richard. I will text you over the code for that property, and then we'll keep in touch.
Perfect. Thanks so much. Talk soon, man.
Thanks, Rich. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, here's a good one. This says, he is a scammer calling his FRD and pretending, my friend. He is a scammer. He scammed someone I know, and he will block me soon. Richard, you lying bastard. He scammed someone I know. He's gonna block me. No, I'd never block you, man. Go ahead. Just say what you're gonna say. And while you're saying what you're gonna say, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, okay? Ready? So you do your turn and I'll do my turn. Okay? So I just really love having conversations with people like this. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay. So let's do from October to now. So from October to now, not including real estate, how much would you imagine I've cash flowed? Let me go ahead and flip my camera for you. I'll go ahead and flip my camera. So this is my no, I'm not going to block him. This is my Discord right here. And we've had about 7,700 new members, and I've done about $1.15 million since October. Now tell me how I stole your $20 again, though. Now tell me how I scammed you again. So understanding that since October, I've done about 2.5 million with real estate and everything else involved, and I just showed you evidence of that. What did I do to scam you again? Was it I took your $20, like I stole something from your credit card account, or how did I do that? I'm just trying to find out, man. I'm just trying to find out. Looks like we got banned on TikTok for reading those comments. Let me submit an appeal. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and send my scam contractor to this property here. We're not actually going to walk it. It's actually fake. Live restricted for 10 minutes? No. Huh. $1.5 from Discord sales. Only since October. Only since October. Let's call the contractor and send him in. Okay, so let me call my contractor really quick. And then we'll comp the property and figure out where I need to be on this, because I don't know where I need to be.
What's up, Richard?
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm doing all right.
So I got the lockbox code for that property. I wanted to check in and see if you were feeling okay enough to walk a property. It's a
I'm good here tomorrow. I'm good now.
Okay, good. It's a clean property, so it shouldn't be hard at all. I mean, the list price is way higher than we're normally used to. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and send you the lockbox code and let me know what you think we could do for renovation on this. I don't think it's gonna be too bad.
Okay, yeah, just send it to me, and I, send the video like I do at the other house when I go through there.
Okay,
And I go
perfect.
to anytime tomorrow, or is it like a certain time?
Anytime. I'm gonna give you a code. You just show up anytime.
All right, I'll still probably text you and let you know I'm on the way, and then I'll let you know when I leave. I'll see some videos.
All right, perfect. Thanks so much.
All right.
Bye-bye. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say any weird access instructions. I love how people join my live stream and say, "You stole $20 from me," as if it's worth it to risk my entire reputation for $20. Like I'm just trying to wrap my head around that. 1.15 million in the past 6 months. And you think I'm after your $20. You think that's the game plan for me. Just take a step back and think about whether or not that feels likely. Let's go ahead and comp this property. And then there's the code. So he just texted me the code. I'm going to send it to my contractor. And if anybody has questions about flipping, let me know, because I'm fully in it now. And we shall walk that property tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and walk that property tomorrow. One more call to our other wholesale deal, because guys, if this person says yes to 50,000, I make 3K. One more call to this guy right here. Spot crime. Can't get him to pick up the phone. I'll text him. We walked your listing on East 130th. Rehab is about $40,000. I'm still at $50,000. Can you present this to your client? And hopefully he gets back to me today, because I really wanted to do a deal live today. And I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple more calls and see what I can find. So it's a dial on the front door. Okay, perfect. Where'd our hater go? He said I had evidence that I scammed him. Where'd he go? He's not here anymore? Oh. Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna comp this property and figure out where we need to be on it. Not you. Not you. Yes, you. But not that guy, not that guy, not that guy, not that. This guy. Okay, let's comp this property. This is where it's listed. I don't really know anything about this area, so the first thing I'm going to do is figure out if this is a heavy crime area. So I'm going to go to spotcrime.com, and on spot crime, it'll let me know what my crime's looking like in the area. No shootings in this little area. You've got shootings over the highway, but that's a highway. I mean, that's a different area. So we seem to be good there. And then to comp this property, I'm going to draw from here to here to here to here. And I'm just going to find out if we have a similar sale. Maybe a little higher than that, guys. Maybe a little higher. So let's go from here to here to here. And then I want to see if anything similar sold. So we're a 6-bed, 2-bath with 1850 square feet. Have any other similar 6-bed, 2-baths with 1850 square feet been sold here? Duplexes, I should say. So multifamily. And then let's just look in. I'll do price high to low. And I'm going to scroll until I start seeing similar properties. Now they're saying that this guy is 2,800 square feet. Does he really? Maybe he has 2,800, but that sold for 195. That guy sold for 190,000. Okay, so we got this 190 right there. That's a really good sign. That probably puts us close to 192. This guy's built in 1928. He's 2 stories. We are built in 1927. Perfect. And my house is right there, and his house is, where is that? So you got the 195 neighbor's house right there. Your house is up the road, so 190,000 there. Now I remember this guy lied about his square footage. I don't think he was actually 2,800. I think we saw something different. I don't believe it to be 2,800. I remember looking it up on public record, but that might take a while to find. So I'll use this guy as a comp 2, 175, and then this guy as a comp 2. Hello? There's the house. Okay. 180. What was the square footage of this guy? Square footage of this guy, it says 2 to 4 units. Is it a duplex or rehabbed ready 2 family? It's a 2 family. Okay. So it's a 2 family, not a 4 family. I don't know why they said that. This is what really nice comps look like. So it's 1824 square feet. Great. So I've got 3 awesome comps, guys. 3 really nice looking comps. I have, although I will say they don't really cash flow very well, and maybe they do. Maybe they do. I kind of have to look at the rent here, guys, but I feel like the cash flow would be pretty bad at $180,000. So you might be selling to a retail buyer. So I think it's easy to drop the ball on something like this if you don't renovate to retail standards. So I might try to do like a cute, stylish renovation rather than a retail renovation. So I might factor a little bit more in on my rehab budget, understanding that these properties are selling at bad cash flow numbers. What I mean by that is if you're buying a duplex for 180,000 with a loan in Detroit, you probably got a 15% cash on cash return. Like it's not going to be a very good cash on cash return. Hey, TikTok, I'm going to go ahead and restart this live stream. I read one of my haters' comments and then I got banned. That's why my live stream is not growing right here. So I'm going to restart this live stream. They're like, you're reading people's comments? You're not allowed to read people's comments, man. Banned. Okay, restarted. So how do we figure out the ARV? This guy sold for 180,000, and he has 1824 square feet, right? 1824. So that's going to put us, first price per square foot is at $98. Our second price per square foot is going to be, let's use this guy. That one's going to be sitting at $102. 98 plus 102 plus one more. This guy right here, you're sitting at $80 per square foot. And could we find one more comp just for accuracy? Maybe one more? Oh, but that guy sold a year ago. I don't really like that it sold a year ago. Let me see what happens if I do past 12 months. Or it sold more than a year ago, actually. You've got that guy. You've got that. Yeah, I don't like that other one that sold that long ago. That's not good. That's too long ago. But this guy, he sold recently. That one sold recently. That's a duplex. What's its square foot? Your square footage is going to be what? 1,000? No way. You have 1,000 square feet? I can't use it as a comp if it has 1,000 square feet because it's too small. If that's 1,000 square foot property that sold for that much, damn, that's pretty ridiculous. And then here's a distressed one. No, it's not distressed. It's just kind of ugly. It is distressed, honestly. Well, not really. It's just kind of ugly. So there's an ugly one for 140. Wow. Okay. So houses here sell for a lot of money. These things go for a lot of money, and I really just don't believe this thing is 2,800 square feet here. I'll just check really quickly. Checking the side of that. Yeah, well, it is pretty big. Not gonna lie, it's pretty big. So we can't really count that. All right. But we can use these 3 right here, except for that guy's square footage is tiny. I'll have to use the old comp. Oh no, I lost my numbers. Okay. So all of those added together equals this, divided by 3 equals this, $93 per square foot. If we multiply this by our square footage of 1,856, it should give us our ARV. But understanding that our ARV is a little bit not what we think it is, and the reason I say that is because well, I should say our rehab is not what we think it is. The rehab is not what we think it is largely because I think this thing needs a really nice fix and flip. I think it needs to be tasteful. So I'm gonna do a tasteful rehab on this thing rather than just an investor rehab. Multiply by 1856. Puts your ARV at 173,000. Just between you and I, it's a 200K ARV. Why? The bedrooms and the curbside appeal. Curbside appeal, this little green thing that they have on it, all of the green on this property, it's stunning. It's super pretty. It's a super pretty property. Let's go ahead and try to figure out what our rehab is gonna be. So it has a new roof on the property. The siding looks immaculate. The brick looks mostly fine. The floors can be saved. I think we could refinish the floors, no problem. Basement doesn't need too much. That's the other unit. Other unit really doesn't need too much either. I feel like we could get it done for $35,000. I think 35 would make it really nice, and I think it wouldn't sell I don't think it would sell for this. I think we list it for about 189. I think 190 will be our ARV because it just doesn't look like the other ones. It's completely different than every other comp we had. I mean, this property right here is so much nicer than our really nice comp over here that sold for $195,000. Like, look at the curbside appeal on that versus this. We're also a duplex, and we have more bedrooms. So I think 190,000, and I think we do a nicer rehab than we need to do, probably a $35,000 rehab. I'm gonna call my contractor, and I'll let him know. Now, where do I think we could get this thing? Well, they're willing to sell or finance, so maybe they'll take it lowball. They don't have a mortgage on it. I'd love to get it for 70. Getting this thing for 70 would be insane. So let's say we get it for $70,000. Let's say I put $35,000 into it, $5,000 in origination and closing costs. I've got another $3,000 in holding costs, so I'm in it for 113. And if I sold that for 190 on the MLS, not to my buyers list because my buyers are not retail buyers, 6% listing agreement, and then subtract the 113. Guys, if I got this thing, wow. I feel like I get it closer to 80,000. But if I got this for 70, that would be nice. So I feel like I start at 70, seller's like, "No, that's too low." And then we counter at 80 because I'd be okay with 80 on this thing. 80 makes sense to me. The only other thing that I wanna see here, guys, is I wanna see if anybody's flipping single family homes to the style that we want because I'm gonna make this a really pretty property. Let's see, do we have any flipped single family houses around here? This guy's flipped, but he's not. Oh, yeah. Oh, actually, they did do a decent fix and flip on this. So that guy's not bad. That's a nice single family. Let's see if any of them have sold around here. So drawing around the area. I'm just going to stay over here this time. And what I'm looking for is really nice retail houses. I want to see if we have any nice retail houses. Price high to low. And let's see what's sold in the area. Okay, here's a house. Ooh, they got foreclosed on. Here's another house. 4 beds, 4 baths. Let's see what the interior of this thing looked like. Sold for $190,000. I bet you guys did a nice rehab, didn't you? Let's see. Oh, yes, they did. Yes, they did. Okay, so that's the type of rehab something like this is needing. That's what I was thinking. You see how this rehab is a little bit different than the other rehabs we've been looking at? This is for somebody to live in. That's beautiful. Nice. Slightly nicer renovation. Let me call my contractor and just tell him that, because I want him to keep that in mind when he sends me a quote.
Hello?
Hey, really quick, for that property tomorrow, I think this would kind of need to be like a retail flip, not an investor flip. Like, I would want to make this really nice for a retail buyer. So like maybe nicer LVP floors, more attention to the fixtures that we have, maybe circular mirrors.
Bathroom. How many bathrooms in here?
It's a 6-bed, 2-bath duplex.
And is this gonna be? So you trying to sell it as a duplex?
Yeah, I want to keep it as a duplex. I think it would be an awesome duplex fix and flip.
So when you say retail, you mean like just posting online with a realtor?
Yeah, I think that would probably be the way I'd have to go, because I think the ARV for this thing is in the 190s, but I'm noticing that the other ones that are selling in the 190s have a little bit of a nicer set of fixtures on them. Yeah.
Does it look like the outside from the pictures of school, which was gonna save us? And that's where a lot of the money be going. Once you try to do fix and flips and stuff, and the outside gotta be nice. So it look like it's already nice. And you say you're trying to get this one for how much?
Well, I'm going to see if I can get it for 70. I think the rehab, if we do a nicer one, will be a little bit more expensive than we're used to, but maybe it'll sell for 190,000.
Yeah, it sounds like we can make it work.
'Cause you got a lot of-
we can make it work.
A lot of really nice single and multifamily comps here selling around that.
Okay, so single and multifamily, like I said, them is different. I'm not really into the duplex, but I don't think a lot of people. It's not a big market for people to buy duplexes at that number up here.
Really? You think so?
You know what I'm saying? From what I'm seeing, even when it comes to rental, like I just got done with a rental, somebody like they literally be waiting on me to get done to move into my single family. Like as soon as I'm done with them, they ready to go.
So you'd rather flip single family?
Yes, I think it'll give you a better outcome.
Better outcome.
And I believe, I mean, it'll give you a better market, I should say. And I believe if you ever have to rent, I'm telling you, somebody be giving you money before I'm done with it. Like, that's how much they be on my line about it. I just got done with one Wednesday. The lady moved in Friday on my son's birthday, last Friday.
Interesting. Okay.
And these be like literally lined up. Like I sent you the message, so like, and I tell them like I got a duplex. They're like, no, I need a single family. I need a single family. Because what it is a lot of people that's moving, they trying to come out of apartments, so they want more space. Moving into a duplex is kind of like an apartment because you don't really get the garage with most of them. You don't get a separate driveway. You don't get a separate backyard. So that's what a lot of people be looking for when they're moving. They want that kind of that private space.
Makes sense.
It's so easy for me to fill them up. Like I'm telling you, like people, all of my houses I had money for before I was done with them.
Huh.
Like I already had a renter.
Huh. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. No need to walk this one then, because I feel like if we're going to flip a duplex, I need to flip it where my buyers would be interested. I know my buyers wouldn't be interested at that price. So it'd just be too high for an investor. So yeah, I'll tell you what. Yeah, we'll skip this one. No need to walk this one. It just looks so pretty on the outside. I would imagine somebody would love to house hack this thing. And then where the multifamily comps are selling, it's kind of insane.
I just don't know that much about the area of flipping because it's already hard to rent them out. You know what I'm saying? So I just don't know about up there. You know what I'm saying? At 190, because it's like, why spend 190? And most people that's doing that, they really keeping them for rental properties. If they is doing that, so I don't think they spending 190 for duplexes. A lot of people was doing basically what we doing, getting them, rehabbing them, and holding them, probably refinancing them. That's really what the duplexes is for up here. It's still just kind of hard to rent them out, but once you get them rented out, you pretty much good. They just take a little bit longer.
Interesting. Okay.
But them single families, I'm gonna always have you exit for single family every time. Like they gonna be rented out. I'll probably be calling you like, Richard, I got somebody trying to give us some money.
What about selling the single families? Because I'd rather I'm on a
same with that, but it still gives you an option to be able to get out multiple ways. So even if you do gotta throw that renter in there, and we got to put a renter in there, you want to just sell off the whole property that way, it just give you more options.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we'll pass on this one.
But we do gotta always, make sure the numbers work if we want to go either way with it. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to put too much in it. We don't want to put too less in it. But I kind of know how to gauge it. So for instance, my client I'm gonna send you the one that I just did. I'm gonna tell you how much I charged her, how much she got it for, and kind of the comp. So she kind of in that sweet area where she putting the renter in there, but she could have sold it. So I'm about to see the video of it, the one I just completed where the person moved into.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Send it over to me, man. I'll check it out.
All right.
Talk soon, man. Bye-bye. Yeah, that kind of makes sense, guys. Here's the thing. I see that they bought these multifamilies. For $170,000 to $190,000. But the thing that I'm thinking about here, guys, is why did they do that? I don't actually know why they did this. It seems like a poor investment to me, because what is this one going to rent out for? This will rent out for $1,300 a side, maybe $1,400 per side. And they paid $195. Your cash on cash return is not good at $195, getting $1,400 per side. It's bad. Even looking at this guy right here, this is $170 for a duplex, $170,000 for a duplex. Let's see if it was sold to an investor. I think it was sold to an investor. But when I ask myself, why do investors do that? I actually can't answer that question. This is a retail buyer. Retail buyer bought this. So she actually bought this to house hack. This is not an investment. That's a house hack property. It's kind of tempting to flip single families, guys, but Harry tells me he had a bad time flipping single families. But honestly, in an area like this where single families are selling for $190,000, I'd look into it. People are paying that much for single families. Maybe it would be worth it. If I'm going to do a multifamily, guys, I do want to keep it really cheap, because then I can say, well, my investors will pay this price simply because it's a really good cash on cash return. And that means I'm delivering it to them at $125,000 to $150,000. Look at that. We got 16 out of 505,000 people watching. Those 16 people are quite elite. Anyways, do I have any more follow-ups to do? Maybe I could pull a quick cash deal, mortgage takeover deal. Yeah, let's just pitch seller finance really quickly, guys. But damn, I really did want to find something in Detroit, kind of along the same lines that we were talking about here, guys. Let me see if I can find something really quickly. So I'm gonna put in a price filter. I think if you're looking to flip properties, this is what I would do. We have a private money lender in the Discord, by the way. You can use him. So I'm gonna draw around the city. I'm gonna filter for just multifamilies. I'm gonna price high to low. And I'm going to start looking at these. I'm going to skip anything like this, because this thing would just require such a massive rehab that it would just be, I just couldn't do something like this. It would just be such a big project. I couldn't do it. So let's keep looking. I've seen this house. I'm not interested. I probably want to go by newest. Let's go by newest. Okay. This guy's been on Zillow for a singular day. Multifamily buyer shall pay 5 transaction fee. Okay, this is a duplex, and it's in the right price range. It looks like the roof is new. The exterior has some nice character to it. Okay, I'll call on this. I'll call on this right here. Yeah, Andrew, I am interested if you're in the live stream. Here we go.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Buyer for your listing on Myers Road.
Thanks, Myers Road. Please stay on the line.
Hello.
Hey there, I was looking at your listing on Myers Road. I'm kind of interested in this thing, but I didn't have any photos of the inside. I was wondering if you could tell me about it.
So it's a complete rehab.
I figured as much. Yeah, that's kind of what I do. Do you have any photos that you could send me just so I can kind of see if that price would work or not?
So I don't have photos at the moment. I'm actually working with the seller to try to get in there because they are the only ones that can let us in. Do you have an agent here that can perhaps go in on your behalf?
It's just me and my contractor. So I guess, you know, I would know kind of just from the photos based on the previous rehabs I've done whether or not it would work at that price. I will send somebody in 100% if those photos look decent. But honestly, I could save us a lot of time because I got to pay him to go out and check the property if we just got some photos of it. So if you could just text me whenever you do get into the property what that's looking like, I'd probably be able to send you over an offer and then have my contractor confirm.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Bye. I don't think this is a deal. The neighbor's house is also wrecked. So neighbor's house falling apart. Another problem, double yellow line, more traffic, more violence. Other house across the street appears to be boarded up as well. So multiple abandoned houses around this property. Neighbor's house is abandoned, double yellow line. And then looking at we're going to need new shingles on the side of the house. That's going to be expensive. You're going to need new windows throughout the property. That's going to be expensive. That's a hard one to make happen, guys. I don't know about that. I don't know about that at all. I will check our yeah, it's kind of far away from the city. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see this guy right here. This looks better. Interior here is just dirty. So dirty, gross interior, but not that bad. Not tremendously bad, if I'm being honest. And it's offered at wow. It's offered at 40,000. Before I move forward on something like this, given the price point, I want to know about the area. The area might be rough because of that price point. Not here. No shootings here. These are entire neighborhoods away from shooting. So actually that's okay. That's okay. And then I mean shit, that could be a good deal right next to what it's listed for. Okay. Let's draw around the neighborhood really quick and figure out what we could get this for. So this is at 40. It's a 4.2 from 1916. 4.2, 1916, 2,000 square feet. Yep, 2,000 square feet. And let's just draw around this area. Okay. Small area at first. We're just going to see what's selling right here. And that's not a good sign, guys. That's not a good sign at all. Look at the comps. Well, you do have this guy, but that doesn't really look like our house at all. That's a 2005 build, so that's just not even close to the same. That looks like a newer house. Oh, it's 1919. Yeah, I don't know, man. There's not really any comps for this. That one just doesn't really seem like it has any comps, guys. I don't think that would be a very good. I don't think that makes much sense. Can we go back to where we were? I want to go back to this big zone I had drawn. Come on. There we go. What else is here? There's this guy. I skip over those immediately. There's this guy. Yeah, no, it's falling apart. Skip over stuff like that. The price here is kind of also a no-go. No, no, no. Just price no-goes. This guy, 9 days on Zillow. Hoarder house, kind of falling apart. I don't know, man. That looks pretty bad too. I think we should probably put a minimum price point of 40,000 in here. Really anything below that is not even worth looking at. This guy right here. Interesting. What's wrong with this house? The deck is falling apart, but it's not that bad. It's really not that bad. It's a small multifamily. It's pretty far away from everything, guys. Pretty far away. Well, that might conclude my fix and flip searches, guys. That might conclude my fix and flip searches. I'm not really interested in anything here. We get new listings here all the time, but honestly, everything I'm looking at here is probably not for me to take on. $45,000 multifamily right here, but that sort of rehab on something this big, guys, it's so much you couldn't even believe it. It's an exorbitant amount of money to rehab something that big. I'm not interested in that. Now, I will say, I briefly look for a single family. I'm gonna briefly look for a single family fix and flip, just because we never really do that. So let me go ahead and look at our neighborhood that we were just checking out. That was in where was that? Turner Street. Turner Street. So this is a really good area, even though I'm probably not going to flip this, which is, God, I really just want to flip it though. I don't know why people are buying these, but I man, maybe I just shoot out an offer. Maybe I could. Can you present an offer to your client without an inspection period? Without an inspection period? I can submit non-refundable, refundable, EMD. I'll say in 24 hours. I just shot an offer at 70,000 on this. I don't know. I love this house so much. I get a really good feeling about this deal right here. I'd really like to flip that. Although I do understand what my contractor's saying. Now, this area of Detroit, I think it's pretty good. I think this area right here is probably pretty good. I don't know too much about it, but there's a lot of really nice looking single family houses here. So I'm going to go ahead and price these things high to low. Yeah, look at this. You've got expensive houses hiding in here. Let's see how low they go, though. Now, I'm looking for one that has really nice curbside appeal, but perhaps needs a little bit of a rehab. And I will put in a max price of probably like 70, maybe 80,000. $80,000. And I guess we'll look over here to start. I think we already saw the houses here. Nothing here quite made sense. This guy's for sale by owner. What is it? Oh, yeah, I don't know about that. That's a 2-bed, 1-bath house. I don't think anybody wants the 2-bed, 1-baths for retail purposes. Then you've got this guy. It's an auction, though. I don't want to participate in an auction. 100,000. Yeah, you guys just don't have too many listings over here, huh? What about this? This thing need a rehab? Not tremendously. That's a duplex listed as a single family. Interesting. That would be a good seller finance opportunity. It's kind of right in the middle of okay and not okay. This guy, Looks like a solid house. Light rehab. Yeah, that's a really light rehab right there. Okay, cool. What about that? Oh no, is it a highway house? No, it's on the highway. Guys, remember, don't flip houses on the highway. Nobody wants those. So that's why that one hasn't sold. That's a 2-1. That's a 4-2. It's a really cooked 4-2. Man. I don't know if I'm going to find what I'm looking for here. 79,000, 2-1, 90,000, 3-3. Okay. Okay. All right. That needs a rehab. It's in the nice part of Detroit, listed for 90,000. Let's reset all of our filters and draw around it. I think this could be something right here, guys, because everything around there is a little bit more expensive. I'm going to draw around that here to here to here to here to here. There's the house right in the center. And I mean, maybe I guess that comp range is okay. So what are we? We're a 1,500 square foot 3-3 from 1942. And it's cute too. Brick siding. That's nice. New roof. That's nice. This looks like a cheap rehab, guys. Doesn't really look like it needs much. So we're going to want to look for a 1,500 square foot, 2.5, 2.5, 1,500 square feet. All right. Pricing these things high to low. Let's see what we can find. Wow, some crazy high comps over here, guys. I'm actually going to redo my comping range. There's so many comps that I think we can afford to be picky. So let's just do this square. Just go here. Yeah, we'll just do that square. Then we'll click sold. Wow, so many comps, guys. So many comps. 90,000, built in 1942, 1,492 square feet. So 1,500 from 1942. Pricing these things high to low. Oh no, I lost my light. Man. Guys, this is going to sell for a lot. Look where we're already at. I need it to be similar, so I guess we'll put in a price range. So year built, maybe, or I'm sorry, a year built range, maybe 1930 minimum to 1955. Because we're 42. And then we're 1,500 square feet. So probably max square footage, 2,000. 2,000 max. And then price high to low. Okay. So this 3-3 with 1,850 square feet sold for $250,000. That is the neighbor's house. This thing is not a comp because it doesn't look like us. It's not the same house. I want it to be the same house. It's not the same house. This guy, that's kind of similar. 1940, and it's brick. Yeah. And it's smaller. All right. I mean, shit, this is going to give us some really insane numbers, guys. Really crazy numbers here. We'll take a range of comps. So I'm going to take this. This ARV is insane. So 164 price per square foot on this guy. Oh, wait, past 12 months. Hold on. Past 12 months. Let me fix that. Past 12 months. Okay, that's still on the table. So this guy's price per square foot is 164. This guy's price per square foot, is he really 1,850 square feet? Let's see if they're really 1,850 or they lie about that. Yeah, it says they're 1,850 square feet. So that's going to be 135 per square foot, 135 per square foot. And then you have another one right here, not the same house. Not the same house, not the same house. These two are the same. I don't know what that is, though. That's not the same. When was it built? 1950. I don't know about that, guys. That's a little different. That's kind of close. Let's go a little bit wider. Let's go a little bit wider here. Because remember, we had more room than that. So let's see if we can find any other similar properties. There's this guy and there's that guy, and it's just, you're just not quite the same. Hey, what about you? Yeah, you're similar. 1498, 42, 1937. Yeah. 1937, 42, 150 per square foot. Any others? Just to skew my numbers a little bit, make them very accurate. You got this guy. It's a 2-story, but it's not the same type of 2-story, but it is a 2-story. That went for 140 per square foot. And then let's grab a bad comp. Just to be real. Did we already use this guy? I think we did. No, we didn't. 141 per square foot. All right. Well, that's not really a bad comp. Guess we take this guy. 1880 square feet. Anybody else? Anybody else? Maybe you. You're sitting at $100 per square foot, just to bring it down on average, $100. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's use my 4. 589 divided by 4, 147. Multiply that by my square footage. My square footage on this property is 1492. That would put me at a 220 ARV. Do I think 220 is reasonable? Low key. Let's just click sold one more time and see if how crazy would 220 be, guys? How crazy would 220 be? Not that, well, no, not insane. Not even that crazy. I think 210 is more than reasonable here. Let's understand the level of rehab that they're doing to get these high prices. So this guy got a crazy high price. What did they do to this property that caused this thing to get such a high price? Just a regular ass rehab. You just did really well on this. Landscape. No. Nope. Wow. Okay. Let's flip a single family, guys. Let's flip a single family. Now I could also wholesale this. Just given the comps here. It's been there for 5 days. My rehab, honestly, that's the basement. Do I need to finish the basement? I'd say I probably need to because these are nicer houses. So bathroom redone. That attic is in just fine condition. Bathroom redone. Kitchen redone. I feel like 30, 35. We'll call it 35 just in case. They're asking 90. You think I can present 70? Yeah. Let's walk this property tomorrow. And I want to be at 70. If I got this at 70 and I could put in 35 and that might sell for $200,000. That would be pretty nice. That would be pretty nice. Let's call.
Hello.
Hey, David, my name is Richard Taylor. I'm flipping a house down the road on Tacoma Street. I came across your listing on Griggs. I was wondering if I could get my contractor into the property.
Do you do a lot of deals in Detroit?
Yeah. I have 2 fix and flips running right now. I've got 13605 Tacoma Street, and then I've got another one on 11461 Sanford Street that I close on in a week. And I want to see if I can line up another one since my contractor has some free time.
Nice. Who's your listing agent?
I don't have a listing agent.
How are you selling?
Well, I've got a buyer's list. I do a lot of wholesale deals. So before I was flipping houses, I was wholesaling to buyers, and I still have that buyer's list, and they've been great buying my finished product.
Wow, that's great. I don't do both sides of transaction. It's just a personal.
Sure, no problem.
Preference.
I
So you have
haven't.
to find a buyer's agent.
Okay.
To set you up.
So is I don't want to pay a buyer's agent to do my contract. I could do my own contract. How do we get an offer in front of your seller if the rehab is reasonable after we walk?
Well, number one, there's a 3D walkthrough online. Did you happen to see that?
I didn't see that, but usually I just send my.
Yeah, usually it's on realtor.com. Unfortunately, I don't know why they hide those. Zillow's been in a big argument with Matterport. Not that that's a rabbit hole we want to go down, but there's a great 3D walkthrough through the whole thing. You know, if you're obviously an experienced rehabber.
Well, I would just send my contractor because he walks the property. I send him $50. He gives us our exact rehab budget. Usually he has to walk around the property, see all the stuff that there is to see. Like, for example, I don't know too much about the structure in the back. I don't know if that's on the walkthrough, but it's kind of a question
I'll
of.
Be blunt. I don't move for it. I don't do that. I don't show houses. I'm a listing agent. So,
Yeah, usually we just get a lockbox code and we walk through the property.
Yeah, that won't happen with me.
Okay,
I'm just being honest.
Okay.
Right? So you must know some real estate agents that can help you out with this part of the transaction.
Yeah, I have a realtor. I'm just not trying to pay a real estate agent's commission here. So am I? What's the ideal process? Do you want my realtor to walk with my contractor? They know each other.
Your real estate agent will set you up with all the documents, showing time, get you in the property, all that good stuff. Yeah, I don't do both sides, right? I don't have dual agency for this particular client.
So don't represent me. I'll just decline any representation.
Yeah, but I'm not going to let you in the house or do a lockbox. So you got to get in there somehow, right?
So you guys have like a super you guys have like a super box and my so she doesn't have to represent me, so to speak, but she can just get me into the property is what you're saying.
I want to be clear. It's my policy to have real estate agents show properties. I'm uncomfortable in Detroit to have people show up.
That's totally fine. That's totally fine. So if I put you in a group chat with a realtor I know here, you just give her the lockbox code and then.
No, she can go on Real Comp and she can, that's the system is all set up for that.
Okay, so she knows where to get the lockbox code and she can let me into the property even without contacting you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll have her do that. We'll walk the property and then I guess I'll submit you an offer here. Based on the photos, I'm probably at 70,000. You think it's worth it for me to walk the property? I know you guys are a new listing.
A couple things about me. First of all, I don't discuss numbers, deals, foundations, anything over the phone. I just don't. It's a personal. It's impossible to do. To be blunt, I don't know how I did it on my last one. Can't do it. Yeah, I just don't do it. So I've cut that off. No information comes from me in terms of the condition of the house, where offers are at. I just find it impossible to do that.
Yeah, I know it'd be hard to like relay the seller's disclosure to the buyer over the phone. I totally get that. I'll go ahead and I'll just have my realtor let my contractor into the property and we'll give you a call back then.
Offers are due tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Why are we like this, guys? Why are we like this? I just don't understand.
Hey, Richard.
Hey, Bree, I tried to get a realtor to tell me about the condition of the property, and he's like, frankly, I don't do that. I can't tell you anything. We need to get your realtor to let your contractor into the property. And I was like, okay, all right. So I don't know how this works. He said that you had access to some sort of website that would allow you to get the lockbox code. Is that how that works?
Yeah, so it's just pretty much our MLS system. I go on the MLS as a licensed realtor. I have access to the properties, and then I schedule a showing, and I can access it that way.
Oh, great. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
How do I do that? Do I just give you the address and you can
Yeah, just send me the address, and then I can look it up and see when I can get you in there.
Great. I was hoping to send Chris because Chris has been really, really awesome doing these rehabs.
So Chris isn't a licensed licensed realtor, so I would have to go with Chris. I couldn't like give him the lockbox code or anything. 'Cause that's
Okay.
I could lose my license, but just because he's not licensed.
Right. So can I pay you to walk it with Chris?
Yeah, absolutely. Just send me the address so I can take a look at it.
Great. Well, thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Bree.
Talk soon. Bye-bye. All right. Okay. These guys know each other already, so she introduced me. Hey, Bree and Chris. Instead of walking that duplex tomorrow, Chris, let's walk this one. 18474 Griggs. 18474 Griggs. I have to submit my offer by tomorrow at noon. Is it possible to walk it by 10 to 11 a.m.? And then I guess we'll try to get them in. And then we'll call that difficult agent back. Let me have my editor go ahead and clip that though, because that was a funny one. And then we'll take some questions. Because I know y'all have deals that you want to show me.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll get them an offer. Your face cam is frozen on Discord. What's new? What's new? All right. Anyways, that's all I'm lining up for today. We didn't really have any amazing calls, but I guess we lined this up and we learned a little bit about multifamily today. So I'll walk this property. I'll submit an offer. I'm probably going to be at 70 on this thing. I think there's good margins at the price we're at right now, but I'm sure we could get it for a little bit less than that. So yeah, this is where I'm at right now. We're not going to walk the other one based on what my contractor said. I honestly understand. I think that makes sense. And we will say walking property tomorrow, and then I will make sure to get offers over to him. 190. Okay. I'm trying to get my camera to work here, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what's going on. Come on, camera. Work for me. Oh, maybe it'll start here soon. There we go. Okay. I have a deal better than Farron. All right. Questions begin now. What amount of capital should I build up before investing in my first property? To flip? Maybe 15,000, maybe 15. If you guys can get $15,000 from wholesaling, you have more than enough to flip. Okay. Yusuf, what do you have?
Hello, do you guys hear me?
Hey,
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great, I'm fine. I just got under contract today, and I have the fully signed contract regarding two duplexes, but I do have two concerns, actually. I just sent that via email, via DM'd you, the two addresses and the numbers.
Really? So you got another one?
Two, yeah, it's two duplexes.
Oh my
But
god.
it's in New York. But the good thing it's fully occupied.
Nice. Okay. Total rent 1750 duplex.
This is the first one.
How do they look?
They look great. They are recently renovated, both of them.
Okay. Are these off market?
Off market, yeah.
Where'd you get them?
I got them from one of my investors. He sent them to me. He told me, "Hey, do you might have like a buyer for them?" And I was like, "Yeah,
Oh,
sure, I can try."
yeah. Okay, so purchase price 250, down payment 35.
Yeah,
Monthly
this is the
payments.
second concern. It's a little bit high.
That's okay. We'll still sell it. Monthly payments 856 and a balloon payment of 100. Oh, on year 10. Nice.
Yeah.
So I guess on the first one, what's the purchase price? 250, down payment 35. You have rent in place of 1750, and what's the monthly payment? 850, 875.
Richard, I can't hear you for some reason.
Oh, still?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So what's the we're bringing in 1750, but we're paying 850, 875.
No, this is the first duplex. It brings in 1750, and there's another duplex bringing in 1175. So the total is like 2900 and ish, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Okay, so the first duplex is bringing in 1750. The other one's bringing in a little bit more. But what about the payments for the first one, or are those payments for both of them?
No, this is the payments for both of them.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did make the contract with two properties. The two properties are on the same contract, not separately.
Wow. Okay. That's really good. So your total purchase price is 250 for the two properties together.
Yeah.
250, 35 down, 4 units, 875 monthly payments, $2,900 income, 0% interest, 10-year balloon. I think
And I would say for insurance, it's 200 for both properties and 400 for both properties. Property taxes. The taxes are 400. Insurance are 200 for both.
so. I feel like you could probably get at least 10 to 15 on the assignment. I think 10 to 15 is doable here. What do you think about the condition of the properties? Do you have any photos?
Yeah, for the I guess Deering Avenue, I do have photos. You can see it on Zillow actually.
Does it look okay?
Yeah. They're recently renovated. They are renovated in 2020 actually.
I don't have any photos on Zillow right now.
I'm sorry, for Eagle, the one on Eagle Street, you'll find photos. But for 23 Deering Avenue, I don't have photos, but he told me it was recently renovated at 2020.
Oh yeah, not bad. Nice. Yeah, that doesn't look bad at all, man. I feel like anywhere from 10 to 15, maybe closer to 10. Of course, the price point is quite low and the entry is quite high, but your cash flow is really good. So it would be justified, honestly. At least 10,000.
Gotcha.
At least 10,000 for the package, honestly. I think it definitely is a deal.
Perfect. But what do you think? Like, I got it for 10 years balloon, but I'm still a little bit concerned regarding the area. It's in New York.
No, don't be.
I know, like,
No, people like New
really?
York. Yeah, somehow, some way they like New York.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
this will sell. That's definitely a deal.
Awesome. I just sent it to Shell actually. I do have the fully signed contract and we are good to go. And I do have another deal. It's a little bit crazy. It's off market. It was like a listed removal deal. It's a duplex, rented for 2,400. I got it for 110,000. The cash on cash return is like 50% or something like that. But he's giving me hard time putting a non-refundable 2,000 EMD submitted within 48 hours, or the contract will be voided.
We could have Joseph walk the property prior to being under contract.
Really? Okay, that would be amazing. I can send you the address.
Let's just make sure it's a good one really quick.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Let me.
Do you guys want to see our deal that closes tomorrow? Look at this. This closes tomorrow. And then yeah, send me that address.
Yep, just sent it.
This is what's closing today, guys. This duplex or this single family in Detroit is closing today with that buyer. Does anybody in the chat have this? Who have
It's closing today for real?
tomorrow?
This is my deal.
Oh, it's your deal. Okay, this closes tomorrow.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
That's perfect.
this
I thought
is
it will close at 13th.
so Yusuf got this at $62,000. The buyer's paying $67,000, and my team told me today that closing on this was tomorrow. That would have really helped my video. I didn't even know it was your deal. I had no idea this one was your deal, but yeah, this is a nice little $5,000 cash deal. It's already been inspected. EMD is in. Closing on this is tomorrow. Brought it from 85,000 to 62,000, and it worked out. So that one was awesome. Nice little 5K there. Now he's got another one for us. MX, I'd love to see your cash on cash return trust acquisition agreement. That sounds great. So you've got another one, East 148th, Cleveland, Ohio.
It's a duplex rented for 2,400, fully occupied.
These are off market. Where the hell are you getting these?
No, it's one of my students got that. He sent like an email, and they responded like a month after they got the list removed actually, and the seller responded to us, and I really I don't feel it. Like it's rented for 2,400, and we can get it right now. They send me the contract for 110,000, but the only concern that we have is the EMD to be submitted 24 hours after.
What about
agreement?
24 hours hard, but what about the condition?
The condition is perfect. You can see photos on the listing, right?
I see an off-market property.
Oh, really? You can see photos?
I do see photos, but it says off-market $37,800 apartment, and then when I look at the photos, I'm seeing like needing renovation photos.
Needing renovation?
Yeah, like maybe I want to share my screen on this because it's off market. Is it saying on market for you?
No, it's off market actually. It got removed. I guess 1 month ago.
Listing removed 1 month ago at 119, and now they're saying they can do 110. I'm nervous about the condition, man. I think it's gonna need some rehab. I know the floors are nice and white, but look closely.
Wait, let me send you what he said.
Because there's just like little weird things here and there. Like for example, look at this. You can see the carpet's all bunched up, and this little vent is.
Oh yeah.
There's just like a couple things here and there, which might be okay. I just want to know what they say about it, because we know that a lot of these deals are falling through in inspection. But if it is rented out, that is helpful.
I'll send you a picture right now. What they did say to me regarding the condition.
Huh.
Richard, the cash on cash return is like 50%. If you got a 110K, so I was like a little bit confused.
No, yeah, it could be really good. I just want to know more about the condition. And then on spot crime,
yeah, also that's a concern. There is a shooting, but it actually crosses the major road. So
I saw.
like yeah.
Well,
I just sent you a screenshot of what the seller. This is the seller actually. This is not the agent.
Let's ask. I learned on YouTube. I just started watching YouTube. There's a ton of great YouTube videos about how to wholesale houses on Zillow. It's really easy.
Please.
Well, he wasn't available now. We'll talk at some point. He'll call me back, okay? But I'd love to know more about the condition or if they ever had somebody inspect the property. Just because it looks a little bit shaky on the inside and the outside, like it might need a little bit of rehab. But being occupied is really nice. Also, the area is a little suspect. It's kind of in this strange area. If you go on Google Maps and look at it, it's like a lone house. It's like there's no other houses over there for whatever reason. I don't know why. So it's kind of an interesting deal. This house gives me weird vibes. Looking at it on Google, it looks like it's going to need a little bit of work. Not a crazy amount, but a little bit of work, which could be fine, but I just want to know what it is walking into the deal.
I'm trying to negotiate right now to pay the EMD post inspection, and yep, once I get it, I will let you know.
Well, we might be able to do it prior to that. So just let me know. Just let me know if they have any other details about the condition of the property. You can say, hey, we're really looking for ones that don't need any rehab. Are you sure that there's nothing going on here?
Got you. I will do it right now.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Richard.
Absolutely.
He submitted did do seller financing to Shell, so.
Oh, great work. Great work.
Yeah.
And guys,
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I would make sure to structure your deals for DSCR purchases, because I see a guy in the chat whose deal fell through because he didn't have enough time on his inspection and he wrote cash, but it's actually a loan. Guys, these people are paying with a lump sum, but it's not cash. It's via a loan. And the closing process is different if you have a loan. So if you tell your realtor cash, we can close in a week and a half. But if it's with a loan, we don't close in a week and a half. It takes a lot longer than that. So you need a 30+ day close of escrow, 35-day close of escrow. And then you also need to have a financing contingency with a 7 business day inspection period. So 7 business day inspection, 30-day close of escrow, EMD post inspection, financing contingency. So that's what you would need on a deal where we're getting a loan. Chase, Dodge Manufactured Homes. Is it worth investing in a group that offers to teach you all of this, but there's a catch you have to pay? I don't know. What do you think about college or school? Okay. I need St. Louis, Missouri buyers for 6 property portfolio for turnkey. Oh. Hey.
What's up, Scott?
Hey, I've got a property in Cleveland. I don't know if you'd want to walk it. Look at so the reason why I'm telling you about it is because it's a duplex occupied at $2,500 a month, and we just got a contract sent to us for $110K. But looking at the photos and spot crime, there's not a shooting in the area, but there's a shooting maybe like 20 blocks away. So like not.
20 blocks, like to me, that's like a mile away. Like how far is 20 blocks?
It would probably take you like 10 minutes to walk to where it was from the house, but you can see it on the map. It crosses one of the major roads.
Okay. I'd say shoot over to me. I have my property manager in that area. I'll send him the location and just let him tell me if it's thumbs up or thumbs down.
This is an amazing cash on cash return, but what I'm scared about is the area. And then look at the photos on Zillow, because it looks good on Zillow, but it looks rough around the edges. So I don't know. I get a weird vibe from this deal. So don't feel obligated to walk this. I'm just sending it to you because it's occupied and it gets really good numbers.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I mean, but at the end of the day, as you and I both know, if it's a war zone, cash flow doesn't mean shit because it quickly goes away.
Yeah, yeah, that's
that
what I'm
happens.
thinking. It's not a war zone. I mean, I'll send you a picture of the spot crime, but you'll see like, oh, okay, so maybe a 10-minute walk away there was some shootings, but just not where the house was.
Man, people really are using AI in these videos these days, huh?
What do you mean?
You can just it just looks AI. The pictures on this Zillow listing, it looks.
Oh,
it's a Fiverr. These are all it literally says Fiverr on the picture.
I don't know.
The
I
picture,
mean, maybe, yeah.
If you look at the Zillow listing, if you look at the photos for the Zillow listing, it literally says Fiverr.
I see that. I get a weird vibe from this house. It doesn't look right to me. It looks off. And the guy who showed it to me, I was like, I don't know if this is turnkey, man. As I look closely around the property, I think it is going to need work. Not a crazy amount, but I think it'll need work.
In the area is going to really matter here, obviously.
I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous about it. So I don't know.
2024 assessed value was $37,000 on this property.
I guess they renovated it, but
yeah, possibly. You shot over the spot crime. Let me look at the spot crime.
Yeah, I don't know if it.
I don't know either. Yeah, I'm looking at that.
I would probably pass on it just because I want your clients to continue buying.
Yeah, let's pass on it. If that's the feeling, listen, Richard. If that's your first gut feeling, life has always taught me go with your first gut feeling. Fucking pass on it.
I got a bad feeling when I saw the deal, but I told this.
If that's what you got, let's pass.
Okay, yeah, that's what I don't know. I want to send you ones where I'm like, wow, that's a no brainer, and I just don't. I think there's more to this one.
Yeah, we got plenty of time and plenty of money. We don't have to jump on deals. Nothing's forced here. So
okay, cool.
Let's pass on it.
All right, awesome. Talk soon. Bye bye. I want to make sure that my buyers get good deals, not deals that keep falling through and keep falling through and keep falling through. I'm going to share my screen on this, man, because this just gives me a weird feeling. The house just gives me, oh, we're frozen again? No, I'm not frozen. This just gives me a strange feeling, guys. I'll show you why. Strange feeling number one. Why is the assessed value $37,000? That's strange. Strange feeling number two. Why are there no houses here? That's strange. Where did they go? Why? This is a weird road in Cleveland. It shouldn't look like that. Strange feeling number three. It looks rough around the edges, man. It looks like it's going to need some work as I go to and they took the listing off the market. I mean, the roof, I don't know how old that is. Doesn't look super new. Siding looks okay. But the house looks kind of, and then strange feeling oh shit. What also feels pretty weird here is that when I look around the property, I see really gross blue floors that are like wrinkled and maybe water damage with this like vent that's all disgusting too. The exposed pipes right there. He's right about the fiber thing. But also looking at this, I mean, look at this. There's just all kinds of weird stuff here. So I don't like this house. The paint splatter on the floor. It just doesn't look good to me. Look how the floors don't actually fit. The floors don't actually fit here. Whereas the one that this guy has in closing, look at this. This house just looks, do we have photos of it or is it just going to be lame? Okay, well, I guess we don't have too many photos of this house. But the house just looks a little bit more put together, I'd say. I don't know. That deal makes me really nervous. I want the neighborhoods to look like, let's see what this guy's neighborhood looks like. Yeah, not terrible. Maybe a better example would be this guy. I want the neighborhoods to look like this. You see this neighborhood? Okay. Just looks like a normal neighborhood. Doesn't look like the hood. House doesn't look like it's falling apart. Looks like, well, that would be a bad sign, but fortunately we're down here. Anyways, that deal gives me a weird vibe. Let's talk to MX. MX, how you doing? Sorry, had my volume down. What'd you say?
It's not.
Oh,
I changed my name.
Hey.
I sent you the address. It's a TA. It's a 2-1 though, but it has like a good cash on cash return. So I don't know how that will go.
We'll see. $72,000, Bessemer, Alabama, 2 beds, 1 baths. Okay.
Yeah, they owe 71,000. They have a 4.1 interest rate. And the PITI is around 531, and it rents out for 800.
What are you giving them to take over the debt?
7K.
We'll see. We'll see. We will see. It's definitely in a very, very low income, impoverished area.
Yeah.
But we will see how that goes. I don't know how it's gonna go. The interior doesn't look to be in bad condition. The exterior looks a little bit rough. Maybe it'll sell.
Yeah.
Maybe it will sell. Who knows?
And also, my other one is in escrow and title search, the duplex,
What duplex was that?
the 1976 LaBelle.
Oh, LaBelle?
Yeah, that one. That one passed through, or he didn't even go do inspection.
Cool, man. Awesome. Well, that's exciting. Hopefully that thing closes too.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Also, I just want to clarify. I swear to everything, it wasn't me that emailed him. I could prove it to you if anything, but yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
Absolutely. Yusuf Heta in your Discord has a seller finance deal at 3.25%. We just talked to Yusuf, unless it's a different Yusuf. Is there a different? Oh wait, there is a different. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Different Yusuf. Jesmar, what's going on, man?
How you been, man?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Can't complain.
What's
Working on a couple of things.
Yeah?
I sent you. Yeah, I sent you one. It's in Bridgeport. I just want to see if the terms could work for your buyers. So I have acceptance, but it's kind of weird. So it's 55K over list, but I'm coming in 4 years at principal only, and then 4 years at a at 3,500 at a 5% interest rate. Do you think that will work?
Low key. Hey, what is this in New Britain?
Yeah, New Britain. Yeah, sorry, yeah, New Britain, not Bridgeport.
Huh.
It's a mixed use, right? It's the thing at the bottom.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
It's
Another mixed use. I like the mixed use.
the storefront needs renovation. The storefront would need some rehab.
Front is there's pictures on the inside.
Yeah.
Oh shit. The realtor told me that it's currently rented out right now at 5,500 or 2,500, and the building is currently bringing 55.
Oh.
So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If it's rented out, that helps a lot. Especially because
Yes,
it's
it
got an interesting use. Okay, so it's rented out, and you've got a storefront downstairs. You do have photos of the storefront, but it's rented out, so that it is what it is. And then your upstairs are apartments. So 2 apartments, 1 storefront.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. 5,500 bringing in. Yeah, your principal and interest thing, that'll be okay. We can do that.
Yeah.
And
So
then
for the first 4 years, it'll be principal only, so 0% interest. My amortize it over 22 years, so it'll be 2,000 a month for him. And then the next 4 years, it will be $3,500 at whatever you can amortize that over a 5% interest rate. So it'll be 8 years in total, but 4 years is principal only, and then the next 4 years is as interest rate.
what do you owe
So
at
my
the
thinking,
what do you owe at the balloon?
that's a great question. I gotta look that up. But just my thinking was, we get that cash flow, we capture the cash flow at 0% interest now, and when we get to raise rents in a couple years, that 3,500 should be no problem.
Yeah, no, that I think that's no problem. I think you're okay. What's your down payment?
50K.
Yeah, man, that should sell. That should sell. They said
Okay,
yes.
cool. Yeah, just waiting for the contract, and then should push that through.
Nice, very nice. Okay, yeah, maybe.
So,
So your what do you think your PITI is? You pay 2,000, and then my God, you got a $3,200 TNI or $1,200 TNI. So you're gonna be paying $3,200 for PITI.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we're
that's why I wanted that monthly payment kind of be kind of low
and
for the
we're
first 4 years.
and we're bringing in
55.
55. Nice. Okay, cool. So for 4 years, so that's 12 times 4 is 48. So 48 months of payments that pay down $2,000 per month. So you pay down 96,000 plus your $50,000 down. So you're going to pay down probably at least add another maybe 15,000 for the interest pay down. Pay down at least 161. So you're buying it at 605.
Yeah.
So you paid on 161 at least. 605 minus 161. So you'd owe 444 at the balloon, and it's listed for 555 now. And I bet in that time it's going to be worth a lot more. And then what is it? PropStream's estimate right now might tell us what it's really worth. PropStream says NA for market value. Doesn't tell us.
I think because it's commercial, that's why. But yeah. I was just thinking, all right, it's at $5,500 now. In 4 years, 5 years, that rent should be significantly higher. I put it at 7,500 as a low end, but it should be higher than that, I think, right? How much does rent go up usually year by year?
You know, you probably have rent control in Connecticut. I would imagine you do, like you would in New York. And it probably is anywhere from 5 to 10% is what's allowed year after year if you have a tenant in place. But 100% the rent would go up. That does make sense to me. I think this is a deal. I do think it works. What's your return?
So with the first 4 years, I believe the return is like a 30% cash on cash. And then when I raise the rent, 7,500 for the next 4 years, it should be at like a 45% cash on cash.
I think it's a deal, man. I think it's a deal. It's a deal for a unique investor, and I think that investor will be found.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm just, figuring out ways to do more creative offers, especially, we like to offer 6 years balloon, and sometimes they like to bring up interest rates. So, hey, I can, get some principal only now, capture the cash flow, and then I'll give you an interest rate once appreciation and rent go up. That's my thinking.
I think it makes sense, man. I think it definitely makes sense. I back that deal. I like it. I think it's at least maybe like 10 to 15.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good stuff, man.
Just waiting for the contract on that. And then I sent you that cash deal. I talked to you about it last night. So the guy's like hell bent on 80K and the fair market rent is 1,200. So I know it might not work for the other guy, but I don't know if that's still a deal or not.
I wouldn't lock it up. That makes me nervous.
Yeah.
Is it a 2-1 too?
No, it's a 3-1. It's 3-1.5 actually. So it's 3-1.5.
3-1.5.
I'm talking direct to seller on math.
I hate canceling contracts, and I know that our return for a rental property, which is what this, I don't think you're flipping this. It already looks good. For a rental property, buying a rental for 85 and getting 1,200 is not great.
Okay.
Jesimar, probably the best deal for you to look at in terms of like, check this out. This right here for 62. This is really good. This is a really, really good. So that closes tomorrow, $5,000 right there.
Gotcha.
And I think the reason that is closing tomorrow for $5,000 is going to be because, let's see what the rent says. Really, this figure right here is everything. Being in the 60s and then having a house like this, that's just really good. Where is it? Okay, here's the listing. And I bet it's like 1,350, 1,400.
Richard, it's tenant occupied.
Oh, what are they paying?
$1,250.
Okay, they're paying $1,250, and the price they get it for is 67. That's so if we're in the so same as yours, but if we're in the 12s, I think 60s is the price.
60.
Yeah.
1,400 and then 70.
Yeah, 1,400. They pay 75. I'd say.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Good to know. Thank you much, Richard. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Good job on that, man. Really good stuff.
Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm not gonna keep going, man. Thank you for going.
Absolutely. Now Yusuf is going to show us a deal. Yusuf, what do you have, man?
Hey, Richard.
Hey,
man.
I'm doing well.
I got a deal in Azle, Texas.
Okay, let's check it out. 3.25% interest rate. Somebody in my chat said that. Is that right?
Yeah. Richard, I'm unable to hear you. I don't know
You
why.
you can't hear me right now? You can't.
On Discord, I cannot hear you.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
I
Go
have you on TikTok as well, so I was like, I'm hearing you outside my headset. I was like, wow.
go ahead and
Where
DM me.
his voice go?
Tell me or DM me the address.
So I sent you the information. This is my first sub 2 deal. I don't know how to structure it. I've done like 5 or 6 deals before, in Egypt, by the way. But yeah, this is my first sub 2, so I don't know how to pump it up or structure it or do anything.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Could I
The
get
interest rate is really good.
Could I get the address?
I DM'd you the address, yeah.
I don't have anything from you here. I just sent you a wave.
On Instagram.
Oh man,
okay.
my Instagram DMs is just impossible. There's just so many. Could you DM me on?
Let me send it here.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
There you go.
Okay.
I also have another one. The seller is kind of open for seller finance, but I don't want it to slip. So maybe you could take a look at it as well.
Where did you find this?
Texas.
People keep showing me off-market deals. Where'd you get this thing?
Cold calling. I have my callers.
Okay. All right. Cold calling. Cold calling off-market listings, huh? Okay. So tell me about this deal. It says that they owe 175 on that, but maybe that's not right. Do you know what they owe?
Yeah, she told me they owe 220.
Okay.
The property is rented until April or June, so it's like 1 month or 2 months until the rent is over. They said if we were to buy it, we should honor the lease.
Okay.
But yeah, it's rented for 2,300 to 2,500 a month. She's not sure though, and they're paying two for the mortgage payment per month, and their interest rate is 3.25. And it's 4 years old. Like the house was built in 2021,
so people either buy to cash flow or they buy to flip the house. And we can't do either on this one, which means the down payment couldn't be the 50 that they're asking here. So the cash flow isn't going to be there. We don't really have any monthly income off of this. And because, like you said, it's a brand new property, it's also not going to it's not going to need a fix and flip. So on this one, you can make this happen, but we have to find a buyer who's okay buying it for the interest rate, knowing that they can't flip and they can't rent for a profit, and they have to do something interesting with it. And honestly, for something like this, I think you could probably put down 15K, which might be a little bit of a challenge because it's not clear what the exit strategy is, and we have to build in for that expectation for the buyers. Does that make sense?
it makes sense. Yeah, I just didn't know what to counter, but I know the 50K down payment is kind of negotiable.
Yeah,
I believe
15.
15K is kind of challenging.
It will be pretty challenging. I think it will be challenging. It's just we have to understand, and we also need to know where this is. It's in, you said it's in Azle?
Yeah, AZLE.
Let's just find out where that is. Ooh, it's also deep, man. It's really deep.
In the north of Fort Worth.
Yeah, but like really deep in the north of Fort Worth. So it's like, it's looking like That would be a hard one, man. This would be a hard deal to do because look how far it is. You'd have to find somebody who's willing to buy all the way outside of the city, but with no
Yeah.
cash flow. So that's I always try to put myself in the buyer's perspective. Why am I buying this property? And I'd be buying a property because I want to rent it out or flip the property. I can't do either, so I might buy something for the interest rate. I have done that before, but only if I'm in a populated area so that I know it's going to increase steeply in value. So that's a hard deal to make happen, man.
Okay. Would you be okay looking for the other deal I have?
Of
Seller
course.
finance?
Yes, absolutely. Seller
Okay.
finance is great as long as it cash flows.
Okay. I sent you the address.
Okay, so this one
So
is in a good area. Looks like a lot of people live here. Dallas, Fort Worth, great. And is there no mortgage on this thing?
so this house is paid off, yeah. The seller is looking to sell it because they bought like some acreages out in the country and they want to move.
Great.
They said they want 250,000 cash for it to buy outright. Or they're open to financing. So I was looking at the options to see what should I offer in financing.
250 is
But they
actually
said
not
it
that
has to
bad.
be. They said it has to be a high down payment, like 20%. So I don't know.
Hard down payment,
At 270
but
price.
you are way below
Or
market value.
275.
It is way below market
I
value.
know.
It's
I
worth
was gonna novate this deal. I was gonna list it at 300, 320 and see, but it has been listed actually if you check the price history this
Yeah,
last year.
canceled at
But
319.
yeah, it didn't work out because he worked with some bad realtors, like they did not perform. He only got one offer at 320, but they couldn't get their loan right and it fell through.
Well, we could offer more
So
than
that's the
10%
price.
down. We could do a little more than 10% down. Maybe we hit him with
He wants 20.
but 20% of 250, right?
Yeah. No, 270.
Oh, if he finances 270? So
Yeah,
so what is that?
275 actually.
275 times point, what is that? 55,000. So point, yeah, 50. So they want 55. I feel like we could do that. I mean, we're pretty close. We're pretty close. I mean, it's a 340K house and they want 55K down on a 340K house. Maybe we could do 45K down. Could we do 45K down? Because that's not impossible. If you've got a nice single family, you could put down more than 10% on seller finance. You're not
Do you
far.
actually want to call him? I have information about the condition. I'm still waiting on pictures from him, but I was gonna go the route of a cash offer or a novation, but I think this is a good seller finance.
What if
and
you
I
did
want you-
this? What if you offered them 300,000 instead of 275? 45, I can call them if you want. 45,000 down and $1,000 per month for 72 months. That would sell for probably 5 to 10K, maybe more. What do you think he'd say to something like that? You've just increased the number for him. You've increased his asking price. And
He would love it, man.
you're not far from. I mean, I can pitch that if you want me to pitch that, but I honestly think you probably have this
Yeah.
deal in the bag.
Yeah, I would love you to do that because it's my first seller finance, so I don't want to mess it up. So
Okay. Yeah.
there's money to be made here.
Okay. Yeah. Let me give him a
Let me
call.
send you the number. Okay. You could tell him that you're my partner because I already told him I'm waiting for the pictures to go like to have it run by my partner. But let me send you the number and you can call him.
Yeah, let's give him a call. I feel like there's something here. I think we could make something happen. So Levi says, I have a very beginner question about pitching and dealing with agents. Levi, we'll talk in just a sec. Let me call this guy's realtor really quick and then we'll chat.
Do you want the condition, like the information I gathered about the property, so you don't ask him repeated questions or stuff?
Well, is there anything wrong with it? If it's livable, it's okay.
No, it's awesome, man. It has 9-foot granite countertop. Downstairs bathroom has been remodeled. The whole house.
We don't really
all the way through.
We don't really need to,
including trim and doors.
We honestly,
if you,
we don't need to do. We don't need to ask him about the condition. If it's in good shape, which it looks like it's in really good shape, we don't need to ask about it.
Okay.
So he wanted 275 to finance, and he wanted 20% down.
Yeah, that's what he told me. But last call, he told me I'm looking to sell it outright. I'd rather go 250 for cash because I offered him 235 for cash. He told me I would do 250 for cash to sell it outright. But he's open to financing. Like he brought it up, not me.
Okay.
So that's why in the first place I wanted to present you this.
Okay. I wonder what my mortgage would be if I bought it for 250. So 250,000, down payment $50,000, $1,200 per month, and then taxes and insurance are probably going to be taxes are really cheap. So I can't really make the it won't cash flow excuse because technically it would cash flow. Your rent is crazy high here. Okay. All right.
You could tell him that you're Joe's partner because I go by Joe on the calls.
Okay. Yeah.
That's my nickname.
So you're talking to Harold?
Yeah, his name is Harold. I sent you everything.
All right, here we go. You don't need to put money down when you go under contract, guys. I see there's a debate in the chat. I'm happy to send you a signed contract. Even if it's a cash deal, you don't put money down. Hey, Harold. Hey, Harold. My name's Richard Taylor. You were speaking to my partner, Joe. I've got a number of properties in Texas, and he told me that you guys might be willing to sell that house on Canvasback.
Yes, we would.
I heard that you guys were looking for 275 if we financed and 250 if we did cash.
Well, of course, don't finance. I don't know what you mean, but 250 cash.
250 cash. I might have had it mixed up. He told me you might be willing to do some sort of seller finance thing with a down payment if we did over the 250. Is that true?
I would consider it, but it'd have to be 20% down.
Yeah, I think I've got an interesting offer for you. This is how I bought all my other houses because I don't really do a lot of fix and flip, and I don't really buy really outright. I typically finance. I wonder if I gave you 300 on this thing, would you let me put down 45? I think we're just shy of 20% at 45 down on 300. And if I gave it to you, say just over 72 months, and then I refinanced you out. Because I'd like to incentivize you to finance with me because, rates are real high with the bank right now, right?
Yeah, I know it.
So it's hard for me to get a mortgage on this in cash flow. So I typically like to give the money I would have given to the bank right back to the owner here. So I would have had to pay a lot more in interest if I go to the bank and get a loan on this. I'd like to give that money back to you. So I'd like to offer you a little bit more than you were asking, more than the 275, if we could come to an agreement on the down payment. Because I think you wanted 55K down, 20% of 275. I wonder if I could put down 45 with you, but increase my back end payment to you so that it makes more sense.
Okay, and you say 72 months?
Yeah, a balloon payment on the 72 months. That's 6 years.
And what kind of interest were we looking at that?
Well, I'm hoping to keep my payment below the rent on this. Rent's going to be about $2,000, right?
Yeah, 21 to 24.
Yeah, so if I offer you a good interest rate, I guess my payment's going to be just about that, huh? So what about this? What about this? can I pay my interest in the form of the purchase price? I mean, if we did an interest rate, but instead of it being an actual rate, because even if we did a 5% rate, I'm paying you $2,000 a month, no cash flow. I got to keep my payment close to $1,000. So what if I went up a little bit for an interest rate? What if we were like at $315,000 as the interest there, kind of offering you about 35 over list price, and then we gave a $45K down payment, made you payments of $1,000 a month. Year 6, a balloon payment for the remaining amount we owe you.
Let me consider it.
Okay. You want me to text it to you? I'll text it to you along with the properties I own in Texas, because I got a number of them like this.
Yeah, that would be great.
Perfect. I'll send it over right now. Hopefully we can come to terms.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks. Talk soon. Bye-bye. Man, that almost never works. That, guys, probably the rarest type of deal I've ever gotten is a single family on seller finance terms. And I'm talking a middle-class single family. So guys, here's the thing.
So
that house is worth $340K on Zillow. We're at 315. So us offering over list is actually paying market value for the property. So that's not an agent, guys. That was the owner of the property, right?
yeah, that's the owner.
Somebody says you're not refining in 6 years. Why can't I refi in 6 years? I think I could refi in 6 years. You guys want to see the deal we just structured here? So on an investment loan, how much can you pull out? 75%, right? 75%. So I'll show you what this would look like. Can I refi in 6 years? So I got a $45K down payment on 315. I've got a 0% interest rate. Our interest is paid in the purchase price, as I said. We've got $1,000 in monthly payments. So let's get us to 1,000 really quickly. 1,000. Nope. 22.3. Nope. 22.35. Nope. 22.4. Nope. 22.5. Yes. 22.5 year amortization. And then, and I wouldn't want to buy him out because that takes money, whereas refinancing is almost free. So a refinance costs me $5K. But if I have to buy him out or sell the property, I lose the property if I sell it. I want to continue cash flowing. In 6 years, I owe him $198K at 0% interest. In 6 years, this house is worth close to $400, considering its estimated value is $340 right now. Man, that's the type of deal I'd buy. I would buy that deal. And I have a number of houses in Texas. This would be my best deal in Texas. So I'll send them my houses in Texas. I've got a house in Tyler. I've got 1002 Lindsay Lane, 2% interest rate in Tyler, Texas. Lindsay Lane, Tyler, Texas. I've got my house on Clifton Hill in Houston. I've got that guy in Houston, Texas. And then I've got another one in San Antonio. I've got this guy in San Antonio. Do I have another one in Texas? I sold my... So I've got 3 houses in Texas, I think. I thought I had more. Maybe just 3. Let me send him these deals really quickly.
So, you would buy this, or
I might buy it. I might.
someone?
I low-key might buy it. Low-key, maybe. Because that's a pretty good deal, man. It's a pretty good cash on cash return. Pretty good deal, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. So let's just get your phone number. Can I get your phone number in the chat so we can put them in a group chat together?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I might be an interested buyer on that. That's a pretty damn good deal. Is seller finance the same as subject to? No, it's different, man. Seller finance is usually used when there's no mortgage on the property, and subject to is used when there is a mortgage on the property. Give him 20,000. They say give him 20K, guys. Remember, it's 45K down on a 300K house. I'd try to wholesale. I'd try to wholesale it before we buy it because I think my buyers would pay more than I would. I had a guy just join my chat. He says, "You like knives?" Do I like knives? What? What do you mean? Okay. Hey, Harold. Thanks for the call just now. I have 3 houses in Texas right now, but 24 doors throughout the country. 28 throughout the country. 1 2 3 all of these are owner financed. And then I'll say, for your property, I'd pay $315,000, $45,000 down, $1,000 per month, 72-month term. All right. Well, dude, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because that's working. And honestly, if you get that, I might be an interested buyer. I'll be a backup buyer. I would be a backup buyer for that just in case our other buyers didn't perform. So the deal 100% would close. I would make sure it closes, but I just don't know if I'd be your first buyer because I honestly think other people would pay more than I would.
No, actually, I don't have any buyers. I don't do those type of deals, so let's get it done together.
Yeah, type
Even
hashtag submit and send it to my team, but also let me know about it because I might want to just eat that up. That's a great deal, man.
Sure, thanks. And yeah, if I come across any seller finance or sub two, I'm gonna run it.
Yeah, submit it to my team, man.
I do innovations in off market, so it's not my thing.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Guys, to submit a deal to us, just type hashtag submit and get it in front of us, and we will go ahead and sell your deal for you.
All right, man. Thank you. By the way, I'm a different Yusuf, but I'm also from Egypt. So because I saw your reel that you had a Yusuf here from Egypt as well.
Are you're doing this from Egypt?
Yeah.
Have
I
you
have my LLC, close deals, everything is going well.
So you've made this work from Egypt and you've closed deals before.
Yeah, 5 or 6 deals.
Damn, that's awesome. Hey, look at that. 5 or 6 deals, another Yusuf out of Egypt. Is that a common name over there?
No, it's not.
Oh, really? Well, that's pretty cool, man. Do you have separate LLCs for wholesale versus owning? Yes. This says, Richard, is it hard for foreigners to buy deals? Conventionally, yes, but with creative finance, easy as hell. And there's no money up front to do a contract, guys. Earnest money can be submitted after inspection. Anyways, great work, man. I will bring you up tomorrow, okay? Just to follow up with this guy because I mean, you probably got a deal on this thing.
Yeah, sure. I know that's the deal. I don't want to leave any money on the table, but it's just like I don't know how to do it, how to structure it. So I wouldn't mind JVing, or if you're gonna buy it,
yeah,
I would see how much you're gonna pay. And
I would be interested.
I don't mind anything.
I would be interested, man. It's an awesome opportunity.
Man, sure. Awesome. And yeah, thank you, brother. I actually that's like the 2 deals I sent you. That's the reason why I subscribed here. Like I've been trying to send those to you over Instagram and TikTok, but yeah,
it's hard to reach me there. I'm
like
sorry,
the
man.
$20 is gonna turn into something here.
Thanks so much for joining, man. I appreciate it. Talk soon, okay?
No worries.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, man.
Tomorrow at 1:30 p.m., remind me to bring up Yusuf Hedda.
Okay.
All right, I got you locked in. Next is Levi. Levi, I forgot why I brought you up. What's going on, man?
took your advice and I went and completed all the trainings you had, and I've been calling a lot of realtors. But I feel like I'm struggling with this place because I come from like high ticket sales where I have to build like all this emotion with somebody and like make friends with them on the call. My question to you, and this is super newbie, is like getting into real estate when I'm calling these Zillow listings, like how fast are the calls? How many offers are you making a day to do it in the next 30 days? And how do you deal with these agents that are like, hey, if you want me to answer your questions, have your realtor call me. It's like, dude, I represent myself. Like, how do you deal with those agents that don't want to like answer any of your questions too? That's like a big one. I ran into that a lot today.
Yeah, I ran into that today too, man. Remember that agent I called? He was like, I can't tell you anything.
Oh shoot. I don't think I was in here for that.
Well, I had an agent. He was like, I can't tell you anything about this. That's just not how I do this. And I'm like, man, I'm an interested buyer. You can't tell me anything. And he's like, yeah, I can't tell you anything. And I'm like, okay, great, whatever. And so what I did is, you know, and this is not really an option for you guys, but I'm interested in flipping the house. So I got a contractor on the ground and I sent my contractor there. But obviously that would take money for somebody. So I don't want you to spend any money. I just want you to call people until a person's willing to present your offer. As far as how many calls per day, I believe that you should speak to 10 people per day. I believe that those calls should not be longer than 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the max. I'm usually on the phone for 1 to 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm just using the script that's provided, basically like the copy of the shitty house script one. And that one, I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I've left a couple voicemails with it too, and people have given me a call back. But just today, I just been dealing with agents that just don't want to tell me nothing. And I'm just like, what the heck?
Well, no need to ask questions, man. No need to ask questions. Like I'll tell you where I don't really need to ask any questions. Let's say can you see my screen right now? Is that working?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's say, so I'll find you a potential deal right now. So I'm going to remove my boundary. I'm going to reset all of my filters here. I'm going to go ahead and put a price filter in place for $100,000. And maybe I do 90,000, and then I'll do a minimum listing amount of probably 80,000. So 95 to 80,000. And my goal is to find an immaculately turnkey single family. This is just for a nice little cash deal. Really nice turnkey single family. Like this guy right here. That looks like a beautiful property. Looks like they flipped this property. And based on the rent, I want to see where I need to get this thing. I'm actually flipping the neighbor's house right here. So this might be a good area. So I'm going to do Zillow rental estimator. On the phones for 5 minutes only, no rapport. I know it's pretty crazy, but that's how I do the business. I think rapport is more. So I would say this: rapport is really important when you're talking to a seller, but when you're talking to a realtor, it's in and out. But
I think that's my issue, big time. It's like I'm trying to build a rapport with this realtor, and they just don't give a damn about me, you know.
Yeah. So guys, they don't care. That's like, how's your day going? I don't care. You know, the rapport you build with the realtor is letting them know that you could get this done immediately. So here's how I'm starting my phone call. Hey, I'm calling about your listing on 123 Main Street. You got a moment? Cool. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm trying to get pre-approved on a loan here. Is there anything going on that I can't see from the photos? Perfect. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and submit an offer to you. I'm at 75 on this. Can you verbally present that to your client? Awesome. Thanks so much. Perfect. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye. Next
call. Just keep dialing.
Next call.
Okay, fuck it.
When it's creative finance, my approach is a little bit different. I can't just say a number on creative finance. I have to ease into my number with creative finance. But if you're brand new here, start with cash deals like this. Bro, this thing is a slam dunk at 70K. This right here is a slam dunk at 70K. Only problem is they flipped it. So the house looks this nice for a reason. So they flipped this house. That's why it's looking so nice like this. So I would say it would be hard to get this thing at probably pretty hard to get this at 70, but you could get it at 70. Let's see if we can find something that would also be a slam dunk, but maybe listed a little bit lower than that. So, because the listings in Detroit, honestly, I think they probably start at 90K for solid houses. Solid houses usually start at 90. So this says townhouse, but is it really a townhouse? Oh my God, it is a townhouse. What about you? You're Farmbrook. Okay. The roof looks rough. I'd have to ask them about the roof on this, but we're honestly so 10 days. Newly refreshed. Okay, Henry. Furnace and waiter to install. Okay, being sold as is. So really need to ask about the condition. But if this thing rents out for $1,400, you could get this for $70K. If it goes for 14, we go $70K. And look at that, $1,455. So we could do $70K on this thing. It's been there for 10 days. And I need to know a couple other things before I offer on it. I want to know about the roof, which I'll look at the street view to determine. And I want to know how many people have been shot here. Nobody's been shot here. So nobody's getting no attacks here. Okay. Well, come on. Oh no, where'd it go? No, come back. No. Yes, it's that one. So I really like this deal. I like this deal, but I don't like the roof. The roof looks really bad. So I'm gonna be like, hey, do we need a new roof here? That roof looks pretty shitty, but you've got really good rent. You've got a good price. And honestly, looking at your roof, yeah. Well, it's not I mean, that's not a great looking house. It just I wish it looked a little bit more like this guy. That guy's a lot cleaner looking. This guy right here, I'm a little nervous about your condition. I'm nervous about the condition of this property. I feel like this could fail the inspection. So if I were to offer on this thing, I would really need to ask about the condition. I'd say, hey, I just want to let you know if this thing needs a lot of work or even a little bit of work, it's going to be kind of hard for me. The interior condition is not okay. You need this oven thing. You need an oven. Honestly, so 70K works. 70K works. I need to know about condition. So I'll tell you what, I'll call on this right now. Oh shit, 7 p.m. Okay, you call tomorrow. Your big ticket item to ask about is the roof. Short call. Where'd my guy go? Oh. Well, Yusuf, here. That's for you. 70K. Ask about condition. And guys, if it's occupied, it helps so much. But make sure it's occupied at the right number. $1,400 a month on a 70K house. That's right, guys. That's right. And if you're like, no way, look at the comps. Look at the comps, guys. Everything's listed between $1,300 and $1,400. So yeah, $1,450 on this bad boy. $1,450, guys. I love Detroit because your rents in Detroit are so damn high. It's hard to wrap your head around. Anyways, that's my stream. I'll get you 6 Victory Royales and 1 second place if you lob me a deal. Okay. Well, they're really easy to find, man. They're all over the place. You really need to hammer down on the condition. So tenant occupied at $1,300 a month here. $1,300 a month tenant occupied. So here's one, guys. Look at this. So look at this. Renovated in 2018, tenant occupied at $1,300 per month. Nice. If we got this to the buyer at 75K, what would that be? 75,000, $15,000 down. Oh, that's 150 down. 15,000 down, 7% interest, 30-year AM, $399 per month plus 250. $399 plus 250. You're paying $649. Tenants already paying $1,300 multiplied by 0.8. Subtract your $649 here. You're looking at $391 multiplied by 12. You're looking at $4,692 divided by a total entry of 20 racks even. 23% cash on cash return. I could get this thing at 70K. Need to ask about the condition. So 100% need to ask about the condition. Quick late night call. Quick late night call.
Hello.
Hey, Alicia, I'm interested in Strasburg Street. I know it's kind of late. You got a moment?
Sure.
I don't have too many questions. I saw that it was renovated in 2018. I have had a plethora of these deals fall through at the inspection table when my lender inspects the property. If it needs like a new roof, unfortunately, they decline me for the loan. Do you happen to know if there's any big ticket rehab items or if it's still pretty updated from the 2018 flip?
There's no issues with the interior.
Okay. Do you know like exterior if that's doing okay? Because that's mainly where the rehab goes into.
You mean as far as the roof?
Yeah, roof and siding. I just had to reside my house on Tacoma Street and then put a new roof on it. It was 20K, so I guess I'm trying to avoid that.
Yeah, so when they purchased the home, they purchased it as is, so they don't have any knowledge of when the roof was put on.
Okay.
But there's no leaks or anything.
Have you seen it? Do you know if it looks like it has texture on it?
What, the roof?
Yeah.
No, I mean there is something you want to send your guys by there to?
Yeah. I will send my guys by there. I tell you what though, my lender has me pre-approved at 70 on this. Can you present it to your client?
They're not gonna take it. We get offers like that all the time.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you think
They
we
don't
need?
even want to do financing. They want cash.
Well, I don't want. Oh my God, they won't let me get a loan on it.
Nope.
I buy these with loans. Okay, I could probably come up a little bit, but I am using a loan. Is that just not possible?
Well, I can ask.
Okay.
But they're looking for cash buyers.
All right. Well, it's hard because trading 90K cash for 1,300 a month is a little rough. It's better to get a loan at that price. I guess the only thing I could do is I'd give them 130 seller finance, but I'd rather buy this thing with a DSCR loan.
Yeah, they're not doing any strategic financing either.
Yeah.
Trust me, we get these calls 3 or 4 times a day.
Well, I come up to 73, but I would have to use my loan on this.
Yeah, they're not gonna budge.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks.
5-bed, 2-bath, they're not gonna budge.
All right. Well, thanks for your time. I appreciate it.
No problem. Now for Myers, I am trying to get in there on Saturday to try to get videos, so I'll get back with you once I get them.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right.
Bye-bye. That was the same agent I called. That was the same agent I called. So guys, remember, you also need to know when to get off the phone because it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it to stay on the phone longer than that. They're not ready yet, and that's okay. That's okay. They're not ready yet. There's no hard feelings. It's just on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. But yeah, that's my stream for today, guys. And this would be a banger at 70. If y'all could get this at 70, it would be a banger. But you can't do 70K cash. It's not 70K cash. We got a financing contingency in here, guys. And I'm not gonna try to sneak by with a cash offer. Anyways, let's spin the wheel, guys. We're all set. We're all set for tomorrow at 9 a.m. Great. We're walking that other one in Detroit tomorrow. Have you ever sold solar farms? I don't know the first thing about solar farms, man. I don't know about those. Oh my God, my legs. My leg day video may have flopped, but it was a very effective leg day. Okay. So we got this wheel. It's got AirPods, Apple Watch, cash, 30-minute one-on-one. We got a bidet on here. We got cactuses on here. We got $20 cash. We got dinner on me. I'll literally DoorDash you whatever the hell you want. I'm going to go ahead and spin this. I'm going to spin this wheel, and then I'm going to pick a person in here. We'll see what we're getting first. So what am I giving away first? How much money am I losing today? I'm in Portland. Let's meet. Weren't you saying like portable movie projector? Portable movie projector. Portable movie projector. Okay, so that's our giveaway today. We're going to give you a portable movie projector off of Amazon. It's a great value. You can watch movies on your ceiling with that shit. How did you learn how to wholesale? I will tell you my most honest answer. I saw this guy on YouTube named Jerry Norton, and he had this video called Watch Me Wholesale a House in like 30 minutes or something. And he picked up the phone, he called, he made an offer, called the buyer agreed to pay a higher price than he had it for. I was like, holy shit, I could do that. So I started calling, and literally my first call, I go, hi, my name is Richard Taylor. I'm, and then I get scared and I hang up. And then I did it again. Then I get a little bit farther and I get scared and I hang up. And then I finally got a property under contract. You want to know where I got my property under contract? I got my property under contract in Klamath Falls, Oregon. And what do you think I would say about the Klamath Falls, Oregon location? What am I saying about this, guys? When we zoom out on the map, what am I now saying about my first ever deal that I got under contract in Klamath Falls, Oregon? What would I say about this now? Well, it's in the middle of nowhere, guys. I get it. Some people live here, 20,000 people to be specific, but pretty much in the middle of nowhere. So you know what I did? I canceled the contract. And then you know what I did next? I went to Cleveland, Ohio. Ooh, now people live in Cleveland, Ohio. And you want to know what I got under a contract in Cleveland, Ohio? I'll show you. This is what I got under contract in Cleveland, Ohio. First time doing this. It was probably something just like this. Yep. I got something kind of like this under contract. Something wrecked like this. And it was red. It didn't look like that. It was closer to this thing, but it was a multifamily. I got a really wrecked, shitty multifamily under contract. I got it for something like $22,000. It was listed for mid-30s. And you know what I did? I canceled the contract. And then I started doing the opposite of this process. I found my buyer, and then I looked for the deal for the buyer. And I found something, and my buyer picks it up, and they gave me $2,700. And then the next deal I got under contract was a big win. And it was something kind of like this. It was in Lakewood, Ohio. I was doing deals in this part of Cleveland. I was over here, and I got a duplex under contract that looked a lot like this property right here. And I got it for maybe $20,000 below list price. And there were side-by-side duplexes. I could have gotten the other one as well. They were also willing to sell me the other one, but I didn't get the other one. I just said yes to that one. My buyer ended up picking up both of them. I only had one of them under contract, and that she gave me $13,000. She gave me $13,000. She said, name your price. I was asking 15. I agreed to 13,000. She said yes. Next thing I know, the deal closes and I get a check in the mail for $13,000. And it was just absurd. It was just absurd. And that buyer, if you want a free buyer, turned out she has an article. She has an article about her. Her name's Kelly Stumphauser. And she has a, was it Forbes? Yeah. Or was it? No, Wall Street Journal. It was the Wall Street Journal. Yeah, look at this. This is the buyer. This is the buyer who bought my deal. And I look her up and I'm like, oh shit. She has an article on the cover of the Wall Street Journal. And we did like 4 or 5 more deals there. And the rest is history. And I just started doing deals after that. But yeah, I just canceled deal after deal after deal after deal after deal. And first I started rural, and then I went to Cleveland, and then I didn't do deals for 6 months because interest rates changed. And then I learned creative finance, and then I only did creative finance deals, no cash deals, just creative finance deals. And then in the past 2 years, I figured out how to start doing cash and creative finance deals at the same time. And that's exactly how I got started in this business. Anyways, today we're giving away a portable movie projector. And the way that I'll give away my portable movie projector is we will do country capitals. Country capitals. I'm going to think about this really quickly. All right, guys. For the giveaway, what is the capital of Indonesia? What is the capital of Indonesia? And I think it's Jakarta. I think Jakarta is the capital of Indonesia, and I think that puts Sauce God in the lead. Let's just find out if that's the case. It is Jakarta, and I think Jakarta is now one of the largest cities in the world. Isn't that right? Jakarta is the most populated city in the entire world. That's crazy. What's the population? What is the population of Jakarta? Oh my God, 42 million people. That's insane. 42 million people live in Jakarta? That's just the biggest city I've ever heard of. That's crazy. This good person says, nah, I didn't see anybody there. Okay, all right. I guess there's not too many people there. Well, Sauce God, can we ship you a portable movie projector?
Yeah, for sure. I won't say no.
He won't say no. He won't say no. Well, let me get your name, address, phone number, and we'll get it shipped to you, okay?
I'll DM that to you right now. My second giveaway now. I'm excited.
Second giveaway. Oh my goodness. What'd you get the first time?
It was $26 Canadian, so $20 American, I think.
Oh, this just happened, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we just, yeah, okay. Yeah, send me, I think I can ship to Canada, right? Amazon's in Canada.
Yeah. I mean, if it's easier for you, like I'll take the cash, whatever's easier for you.
No. We're gonna ship you some merchandise. Just send me the address and we'll go ahead and get it done. How big of a buyer are you in Texas? Not that big. I have 3 houses in Texas. I sold my 4th. My capacity to buy is maybe like 1 or 2 cash deals per month, and then I might be able to buy 1 seller finance every month or 2. Where did you get that short from? What do you mean the short? The shirt? Oh, I thrifted it. It's from just a thrift store. It says Selma, Alabama. I don't know what Selma, Alabama is, but I thought it was a cool shirt.
All right. Sent all that info over. Let me know if there's anything else you need.
I'm sure it's okay. Canada. Whoa. That's a crazy address.
Yeah.
My God. Okay.
Sorry?
Hold on. Postal code. What province or territory is this?
I'm in Quebec, Montreal, Quebec.
And then what city? Montreal?
Yes, sir.
Oh no, I just lost it. That's terrible. I have to redo it. I was almost done. Is it Montreal?
Yeah.
And then it also needs a name for you.
I'll DM that to you.
Yeah. These addresses, man, so much longer than our addresses.
Yeah.
We have like 123 Main Street. I can't even pronounce the address.
Me neither.
Okay, finally. Yes, 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 yes. Please say you deliver to this address. Please say yes. Okay. Okay, this says ETA is Monday, March 9th.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. That's my stream.
Thanks, Richard. Have a good day.
Catch you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh my gosh, I'm tired. Selma's was where the marches were? Oh, well. Selma, Alabama. Civil rights marches. Okay. All right. Yeah, I have Instagram, man, but I get a lot of DMs on there. I have 500,000 followers. Good stream? Yeah, it was fine. It was a fine stream. I think the biggest thing is we're walking this property tomorrow. So I talked to this agent on this house, and I'm going to go ahead and walk that thing tomorrow. That was probably the biggest thing that happened today. Yeah, pretty good stream. Pretty good stream. What was I going to do here? I was going to do something else. I don't remember. YouTube, I'll catch y'all later, okay? See ya, bye.